You do.
When you're in the business of saving lives, you can't go on strike.
It's
it really should be as simple
So
as
you
that.
think that's so essential, and yet they shouldn't be paid sufficiently?
I've just said they should be paid
And so did I just said they should get a pay rise every year.
But you don't
and a
really
decent
believe
one.
that.
Yes,
because if you
I don't really believe that, do I not?
Because if you really believe
you know
that,
what I believe.
you wouldn't be opposed to the strikes to try and get
I
the better
would.
pay.
Yes, I would, because the people in the bed, the people who are sick and the people who are dying, they're not getting looked after.
You're gaslighting us by saying that if we don't believe in essential services going on strike, that we don't believe in them being properly paid. I'm sorry, the two things are not mutually exclusive.
Dan? Why are they going on strike?
Because they haven't been given a 19% pay increase.
No,
you will remember when there were public
cuts.
sector pay freezes, that nurses still received their pay increase.
To be fair,
they're the only profession to do so.
Can I just say about the nurses, they have seen a real terms cut over the past 2 or 3 years in their salary. Ambulance workers, however, have not. They've seen an 8% increase.
And by the way, Carol, they only have 4% public support.
Can I actually stand up for ambulance workers here? Because I have a lot more sympathy for them than the nurses.
Do you?
First of all, they're not ambulance drivers, they're paramedics.
OK.
They're very highly trained, they're very highly skilled. They get paid a hell of a lot less than nurses.
They get paid about 32.
No, they're on an average.
They start a lot lower.
24. They start on 24.
Yeah,
so
starting.
The average is 40. Sorry, the starting is 16. The average is the 24. The max they will get paid is 40. So well less than a nurse. And I, for one, am sick of the NHS being always about nurses. Nurses are the ones, and nurses are great, don't get me wrong, but there are other people in the NHS that tend to get forgotten. And I think paramedics are one of those people. They also have an incredibly stressful job.
They do.
They go into sometimes horrendous circumstances.
It is not the government's fault, Suzanne.
Accidents.
It's the way the service is organised. There are systems delays. The handover delays are shockingly bad.
And I'm sorry,
That's
but
not the government's fault.
the British public to ransom and telling us that our elderly relatives, it makes me feel sick, could be lying on the floor having a heart attack for 4 hours.
Well, then pay them properly for their day's work.
The strike is not the solution.
Is it okay if you die?
And the fact that you think that police should strike, to me, that says you believe in anarchy. Because I believe essential services should continue to work. I really do. And I know that will make me unpopular with nurses and with the paramedics, but I want them to be paid more. I think they should be banned from going on strike. I think it makes me sick. People are dying. People are dying because of this. It's not being reported, but people are dying.
People are dying because you have a vacancy rate in the NHS of 10.1%, 132,000 vacancies, which is as high as it's ever been.
I don't think you're hearing me.
And
I've just said I think nurses should be paid more.
The people who are leaving...
There has to be a reasonable conversation about that, and asking for 19% is not reasonable. And by the way, Benjamin, I'll ask you the same question as last week. Do you believe that nurses should receive a 19% pay increase?
Well, I heard you talking about this for days after last week's show when I was at home watching.
Just a yes or no.
So you're talking about...
Just a yes or no. Just a yes or no.
Yes or no answer.
Do you believe nurses deserve a 19% pay increase? It's a yes or no question.
And I think they should get an inflationary relevant rise.
Because you don't believe they should get 19%.
The reason that 19%...
So actually, you agree with the government.
The reason that 19%...
I rest my case. Benjamin Butterworth, Suzanne Evans, Carol Malone.
I'm going to walk